Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, wherever you are on this planet of ours. And if you're somewhere else, who knows? How is everybody in chat? And look, we've got Captain Charlemagne here on live, and I've also got the link up in the top of chat if anybody else feels inclined to want to jump on and put their mug on camera. You're welcome to. So here we are. How are you, Captain? Good?
I'm good, sir. How are you
Very-
today?
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. And how's the weather in Florida?
Well, right now it's dry, but I don't. But according to what I understand, they're saying that it's probably going to start raining again within the next week, and well, it's been Collier County and stuff like that's under like a flood warning right now.
Ah, yes, there was some flood. I saw a bit of in the news. Last week I saw something about that. Yeah, some bad flooding. Okay, yeah, we've got my forecast I just checked recently was thunderstorms, and I'll just put that across the bottom there. There we go. I've actually added a little bit to whether it's going to be cloudy or clear or whatever. But yeah, it's going to be well. These are the temperatures, not just the top temperatures like I usually put. This is the temperatures right now in these places. So it's 13 degrees in London now, and it's clear. Chicago is cloudy and 25, and Sydney is 15 and sunny, which is cold. Antarctica is minus 16, but I can't tell whether it was cloudy or not. But what the hell does it matter at that temperature? You're not going outside anyway.
But you have a
uh,
pen. No.
yeah, we might try the North Pole. We'll give the other end of the planet a go next week. We got someone down there in the green room that wants to come in. By the way, Winnipeg is 27 degrees and cloudy, so that's quite warm. Same as here at the moment, though we've got storms about, apparently. All right, we're going to bring in Gary. There he is. Come on. Did he just freeze up when I went to bring him in? Of course he did. Oh, that's a shame. He might be on his, I don't know, he was on a notepad or something last time. That's okay. We'll just see how that goes, and I'll keep an eye on that. Try again, Gary. Yeah, I can. You really, yeah.
I
There's a bit of audio there, but no picture at all. Yeah. Um, Daniel's there. Hello, Daniel. Welcome. Just quickly going down through chat before they all get ahead of me too much. We got Gary's there. Gremlins Modeling Mayhem. Who else? We got James. To Boldly Go Model Works. And let's see. Skullfish is there. Hello, Skullfish. G'day, mate. We can put these up on there. There they are. There they are. Plastic Monkey Paul's there. G'day, buddy. How's you and Sue? All good, I'm sure. Missing out on your live streams. Anyway, but good to see you there, man. Very good. And his camera's just, we're going to bump you out for a sec and we'll get you back when I see you. Looks like you're probably restarting the camera, so that's all right. Tron's there. There's Tron. He's just going to be lurking today. He's in the middle of some work on the house. So that's okay. That's okay. We don't mind people lurking and working on their models while they're got this playing in the background. We've got a few in now. Look at this. We got Big Dominic is there. G'day, mate. How are you, mate? Hey, you're welcome to come on too if you like. It links up the top of the chat there. Ashley's there. Hello. Good morning. Yes, it is. And Gary's back, and we've got, looks like you're moving, so that means the video looks good. Let's bring you back in. Hello. Are you with us?
Hmm.
Oh. No. No, blink if you can hear us. Blink. He's not blinking, so the camera's obviously frozen. Oh no. We got some movement, I'm sure. We'll leave you there for a bit. That's all good. Good to have you there, Ashley. How are you? And Peter's there.
Daniel's
Peter
back.
Wong. G'day, mate. Yeah, terrible lag there you got there. Welcome, mate. Welcome. Wayne's there. Hello, Wayne. Good on you, mate. And who else we got? Mr. Stephen Haynes of Stephen Haynes Models. Cheers, mate. How are you? Very good. Very good. That's good. There's Daniel. He's still around. And Dominic's saying next week it will be possible. Okay. Okay, no problem. We'll get you on next week. That's fine. I just opened up and put the link in there for anyone who wants to jump in because I've really got not much to talk about, unfortunately. I've done nothing on that tank. I mentioned it last week about that game, online game that was released, and they had a week's preview of the game, and I've just been playing so much it ain't funny, and I've done nothing else. It's terrible. So anyway, that preview finishes and then the game's released next month. So I'll do some work on this next week on this tank. I look at it and I think, oh God, I really want to finish. There's so many little pieces just been sitting there for nearly 2 weeks. I haven't touched it. Oh, yeah. It's not that I haven't got my mojo. It's just that I've lost my attention span's gone somewhere else.
Does have already attached, or those still have to be attached? That could be.
Yeah, it happens, eh? What else we got? Just checking. Everyone's saying hello to everybody, so that's good. Everyone's saying hello. We'll get down to the last one. There you are. Very good. Caught up on chat easy. That's great. Daniel's saying, yeah, but you're retired. Do as you please. You know, that's true. That's true. But I'm retired from work, yes, but my days are still very busy. I'm like, it's like it makes me wonder how I even had time for work. Because there's so many better things to do than work. It really is. If you don't have to go to work, there's always going to be other things to keep you busy. So, yeah, I'm definitely not that problem. I mean, I've taken a lot of time off work. I took a year off work during COVID, and then I've taken trips overseas for a month or two at a time every year. So work wasn't one of my favorite pastimes. It was just one of those things you had to do as a necessity.
Pastime.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there are people out there who enjoy work. I mean, there really are. I can't figure it out. I don't know why, but they do. So I don't know. I'd much rather do other things. So Daryl Masters popped in. Hello. Let me get your name up there on chat too, if I can get that. If I having let's fingers crossed my internet stays good. I don't want to jinx it or anything, but there we go. Trying to multitask between bench, cricket, and stream. Easy, mate. No problem.
Don't know about that.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah,
especially if you're trying to play cricket and do all that would be tricky. Oh, I think he means watching it.
I mean, working and then making content and all that other stuff, that's difficult in itself. Just multitasking with more things than just the two, that just sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah. And even if it's not work, you still got to enjoy what you're doing. I mean, you don't want to lose interest. I mean, I'm running 2 YouTube channels now, and it's literally double the work. It is literally double the work. But whereas this, the modeling channel is different in the way that I can just do a few videos and have them as backup and let them run for a couple of weeks, and then start more work and do another video or two and then run them. It's not a big thing. Whereas my other channel, once a week, I got to have something unique that's totally different that I haven't done before, and you got to think about it so much. But this is okay. But problem is now, though, the tank, next week's video that comes out is it. Like, I've got to produce the next video. I have no more stock in the background. Where I'm at now will be where we're at on the videos. So I can't slack off now. Otherwise, if I don't work on that tank, there's not going to be a video. And I really want to start working on that ship up there soon.
I've been trying to start on the 1 in 700 1959 Belfast by Trumpeter for the last 2 weeks, ever since I boxing video, but it's been raining so much here that it's been a pain in the butt trying to get onto the back porch to prime her and then give the hull the Royal Navy gray coat I planned on giving it, but it's just the rain and how wet it is outside just been causing me problems.
Yeah. But 1/700 is very small. I mean, the thing's only going to be like this, isn't it? So,
But the thing is, on the sense is, like, the 1 in 350 Belfast that I'm aware of, I think they released one of her after she got modernized following the magnetic mine. But the original one I remember seeing was when she was, I guess, launched, and her original appearance, just something about it didn't appeal to me.
Yeah.
As later on during her career, and then before she retired to become the museum ship.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a different interest, isn't it? And it's a totally different style of model building. I don't know. I think it takes a lot longer, doesn't it, to build those sort of ships?
Not specifically. It, like with the cruisers, if I were to say just go on and start building, no paint or anything, I could probably get the Belfast done within a day. But doing the videos, so you do a few sub-assemblies here and there, and then do another video with a few more, then putting them all together. It take you longer than that. So like with Napoleon, the original idea I had for that was similar in a way to what Jason's doing with the John Horse. Like, you have an hour-long video showing you doing multiple things. But then I had several people comment saying that I'd probably get more attention on some of the videos if I shortened them, so I started shortening them. And it's taking slightly longer. But that's also why, like, I currently put up the poll on my channel for following Napoleon, because I'm getting to the point where I can put her to the side, because all that right now I have left to really attach, like I said, in between before we went live, was some little plastic card things over where the where I lost the ladders going, and the mast, because I don't really think anybody's going to be interested in watching me curse like a sailor trying to rig the thing, even though.
No, that's right.
Because I suck at actual rigging, so I'm thinking of using like very thin brass rods as substitute for rigging line.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But even then, that's going to take time, so I don't want bored people with doing that. So once Napoleon's ready, I can just move her over to the side and do that in the part time while focusing on what's coming next to the channel.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. The other thing I think too is that you don't want to get too far ahead in your videos. I find it's like, I watched Nigel's modeling bench. Now he'll put up videos of builds he's doing, and he might have 2 or 3 builds going at once. But some of the builds he might have done 2 months ago and that video is now going up that he made 2 months ago. So he's progressed since then. He's probably done another 1, 2, maybe even 3 videos since the one you're currently seeing. And what happens is you'll get people commenting and making suggestions even or whatever, thinking that that's where he's up to. And maybe if I suggest this, he might try doing it this way. But he's probably progressed so far on that whatever suggestions you're making, it's too late because, you know, he might be 2 more videos already done. And that video was made 2 months ago. So I try my best to keep my videos as they're released as current as possible. So when someone says to me, oh, why don't you try doing this or use these sanding sticks or someone suggests painting something, use this color, that's because I can turn around and go, good, I can do that because that's pretty much where I'm up to. You know, but if I've already done it and it's like 3 months ago, I mean, sometimes some people they've finished the whole build and then they put videos up, you know. It's sort of deceiving in a way, you know. So
very true. That's what I try to do. I try to keep it where it's like 1 week at a time. Like I'll do this, then the next week will come out. Like in your Facebook group, the last recent picture I did of Napoleon was what this next video is going to be about.
Yeah.
Like pictures I'll post, like they'll usually be ahead of what the video is. But I think one of my only issues, like sometimes, is when I'm getting advice. Sometimes it comes in very late. Like one of the ships is the Danton. When I had put the last funnel on it, and it looked straight. I comment in that video which showed the review, and the guy pointed out it was crooked, and I'm like, wait, what? I go back and check, and it's crooked, and I'm like, I that when it was still dry, because since then I had added rigging, and there was
there's nothing you can do about it.
There was cables coming off the funnels, and I didn't want to have to go and tear all that apart just to try and move that piece.
Yeah, that's right. Looking at Peter putting in Harry Houdini's channel sells rigging tools that may help you rig up Napoleon using string in place of brass rods.
I am aware of that. In fact, I watch his channel. In fact, the reason I originally got Napoleon was I first saw it on his channel, and I started hunting for it. Right. And whenever he comes out with stuff, I'll watch it. In fact, he's recently done it to where he's selling and advertising 3D printed rat lines.
Yeah.
Where the thing will show like small and all this, small, large, extra large, and all that. At first, it confused me when I'm looking, but then it shows the sizes, and you can choose for which ship. So, like certain scales, like the 1 in 150, let's just use Napoleon, for example. It's on his thing. He has it for the sizes for like the Heller, Solieri, and all this other stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Rat Heart. And I did try using it to make the rat lines. I kind of went through an entire thing of twine just trying to figure out how to use it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you watch some of these videos, no offense to Harry, I like his videos, but like they're how to use these tools. But at the same time, you're also having to think, wait, these people have been doing this for years. They already know how to use the tools or found tricks how to use these tools.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think he tries to explain it to where you can understand it, but at the same time, like he says in his opening for his thing, more quaffle, he's also joking around a lot. So let's use an example from how Jason does his, where he tries to explain it to you where you can understand it as a beginner. He might use that normal British like in between a talking where they'll have this little humor in what they're saying, but you can still understand. And if you're a beginner, you can follow along and you can do it easy.
Yeah.
But Harry is kind of hit and miss.
Oh, he's a character. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, no, that's right. There's Hugh's in. Hello, Hugh. Welcome to you, mate. Welcome. Who else we got? Everyone's saying hello to Hugh. What's Daniel saying? I don't have the storage space to have too many shelf of dooms or work in progress. I really try to finish one before moving on. Yeah, see,
I can agree with that.
I have one model going at a time. Because I make enough mess with one model going, let alone having two. I don't know how some people like Jason on Model Kit stuff, he might have 5 models going at once, but he'll put all his stuff in these plastic crates, and he'll bring it all out and he'll set it all up, and then he'll do his videoing and work on his model. Then he'll put it all back in the crate, put it away, get the next model, and I can't do that, I've got to. Yeah, it would just be, it's just too hard for me.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like right now, I'm not even at my bench right now doing this. I'm in the living room because my bench is a mess just from Napoleon. Usually if I have multiple builds going, it's mostly 2 at a time. If it's a small ship and it doesn't have like its mast or anything, I'll put it back in its box and close the box to make sure that no dust or anything can get in there.
Yeah.
That's do, but I don't know how they are able to do like so many builds at the same time.
No.
It would take up more space just putting all those models in like a storage container.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And yeah, I know you like, I don't know, I just have things set up. It's not only it's even harder when you got to video it and edit, because you got all your files and all your folders on your hard drive, and if you've got more than one model going at a time, that means you're going to have to set up for different models and different editing and so forth. And as it is, it's like, I could make more room if I wanted to, but I don't want to. I'm happy doing one at a time. Dominic's going to bed. It's getting late over there for him, so that's all right. Thanks, mate. I'll catch you next week. Make sure you're gonna have a late one if you're gonna be on here next week. What do we got? Wayne saying, Peter, does Jason actually build model, or does he just collect them? I've never ever seen him glue anything together. Lol. That's why people have stopped watching his channel. Yes, Wayne. We're talking about Jason here, Aussie scale modeler of Outlaw Paints. What can I say? I'll be open and honest here with everybody now that you're about to learn something you probably don't all know. So we've had a bit of a falling out, me and Jace. We don't communicate anymore. We don't talk anymore. I've personally cut off ties with him completely. We had a bit of an issue with money that could have been a lot worse, but thankfully it wasn't. But it was bad enough. And when you make a deal with somebody and an agreement, you expect that to happen and them to follow through and pay you. But when they turn around and tell you they don't have the money to pay you, and they start paying you off $50 here and there every few weeks or whatever, and then 6 months later they've paid you back, that was not the plan. And I was relying on that money during the process of moving out here to Thailand to sort things out. So. And the other fact is that the Outlaw paints, there's nothing wrong with Outlaw paints. They are the best paints I've ever used. And I can't talk from much experience because I haven't been modeling all my life like other people. But from a beginner's point of view, they are perfectly good paints. But unfortunately, being here overseas in Thailand, I can't get them. Postage is just out of reach and it's just too expensive. And I've had to go back to the Mr. Hobby and Tamiya brand of paints. So the paint is fantastic, but yeah, we just went through and just struggle with a lot of stuff. So yeah, I have no part of that anymore, and I'll just keep him clear of him. And as for his modeling, he just has a lot on his bench. He has you might have noticed he did an Instagram. If you follow Outlaw Paints on Instagram, he did just a few days ago. And I suggest you go and watch it. If you want to see the real Outlaw Paints and what it's all about, how the paint is made and the process and the setup and everything that he's got going to create Outlaw Paints for worldwide distribution. And for a worldwide brand that's breaking out into Europe, from what I've heard. And then there's new brushable paints coming out and all this other stuff. I suggest you go and watch the Instagram video that he did. It goes for about half an hour and it goes through all detail of the production. It might surprise you. You might be a bit underwhelmed, is what I might say. Underwhelmed by what the big Outlaw Paints is in reality. And unfortunately, the person is a similar thing. The person is a similar thing. Big in the spotlight, but maybe not so. So anyway, I've had my rant. I'm sorry about that, but yeah. So yeah, he he just has a lot going on up here, and it's just it cuts into his modeling time, and it cuts into his time for everything across the board. And that's not, I don't think that's a good thing. It certainly wasn't, and it probably contributed to us falling out. So there you go. That's that. I hope I answered that question. And yeah, stop watching his channel. Well, there's not much to see, is there? Anyway, each to their own. I'm happy to, each to their own. That's all I can say is good luck. Good luck. Yeah, good luck. All right. Who else we got? Everyone's saying good night to Dominic. I've got to catch up on chat again. Hugh is saying, I have a Severin class lifeboat that needs probably half a day's concentration work left to finish. 2 years later, it's still waiting. Wow. Okay. And that's just the lifeboat. What about the rest of the ship?
I'm curious on how many shelf queens you probably have, dude. Then again, my HMS Warspite I did. What made her different, I probably have a bunch of rivet counters raving to the heavens if they saw mine. I have her set up in the Queen Victorian era Royal Navy peacetime colors because I just wanted mine to be a little different. So the black hull, the white stripe that's right around where the deck level, the I used Revell's Orchid Brown, or I can't pronounce it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Yeah.
Buff color, and I rigged it, and it's been at least a year, coming up to 2 years since I did that model, and it's still looking at me in its case, waiting to be rigged.
You'll get motivated at some point. There's plenty of time in it. Yeah, that's something you've got to be really motivated for. What's this Daniel saying? I do like to patiently allow glue, cement, epoxy paint to dry well. 3 days as a standard to me. Really? Gosh. Well, paint maybe. Glue and cement dries pretty much instantly these days. It's not usually an issue.
Glue, I would say, best thing to do if you want to be extremely cautious is a whole night. But
yeah.
3, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's good. That's okay. See, that's good. The trouble with me when you got a video, your model is I can't wait that long to create a video. Like I'll sit here and do a session working on it when I do, working on my model, and that will be one video. I'll spend one day doing a lot of hours work, maybe 2 days work, and that would be enough to make a 30-minute video. My videos used to be an hour or longer. Um, but then again, I have to go with the algorithm for YouTube as well, and the attention span of people is very low. And unless they do have a real specific interest in that model, they're not going to watch an hour plus video. Um, Nobody has that time these days. There's too many other distractions and things to do, which is perfectly understandable. But 30 minutes, I find I get more viewers, I get more subscribers, and people are watching for longer. And the whole key to YouTube is you want new subscribers coming in and you want people watching your videos longer. And if you can get those two statistics happening, YouTube will actually push your video out to more people, because it's in the end, it's all about the advertising. They want people watching the ads and the advertising. And the more they watch your video, they might see 1, 2, 3 slots of ads through a 30-minute video, which isn't much, but 3 slots of ads. Even if you're skipping, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'd love you to sit there and go make a cup of coffee and let the ads play. That's fine. That's great for me because I'm getting a bit more revenue. But in the end, it's about the money for YouTube, and the longer you're watching, the more ads you're seeing. That's what it is. And new users and subscribers is what they push out to. And of course, they push out because YouTube know what you like to watch. Okay, they know what your Google searching is. They know what your websites you're viewing, and they know that you're into model ships. You're into this brand of model ships, Trumpeter or Tamiya or whatever. They know the tools that you use, and they're the advertising that they're going to push out to you. So, and they're the people whose channels they're going to push your videos to watch. And geez, I went on a bit then, didn't I? That went way off topic, but that's what it's all about with YouTube. And keeping your videos shorter tends to make it work better.
Because you still stayed within the topic. But yeah.
Yeah. What's this? Peter saying, I can only work on one model at a time as well. Yeah. Hugh saying, live and learn, says Hugh. Yeah, that's right. And we got Anthony there. Hello, mate. Welcome. How
Hello.
are you? Who else we got? You saying nothing wrong with Mr. Hobby and Tamiya paints. Yeah, that's right. Ain't a color you can't mix with them. With Mr. Hobby leveling thinners, period. Exactly. That's right. Mr. Hobby is my preferred one. I find the paint is mixes better with the thinners. I can buy, I think they're the acrylic thinners in the bigger containers, not X20, but there's another one. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've been out there and painted anything. I've got to get back into it. But yeah, I mean, I started out with Tamiya, and, just the thing with Outlaw paint is that it's straight out of the bottle into your airbrush, and you spray it, and what's left you tip back in the bottle. Simple and done. And use acrylic thinners to clean your airbrush, and it's spotless, and you're ready to go the next color.
I'm mainly a Tamiya person, but originally when I started modeling and I actually started painting the models, it was the hand paint ones, but I started having slight issues with it in the sense that whenever you're painting, because originally I didn't use any kind of primer, but I would always have trouble where when you're painting and you go back and at least quickly try and get a spot you missed, you would end up stroking in too much, and then you would take paint away from the place you already were.
That's right. That's always been.
So I moved over to the cans, the rattle cans, and I'm still rattle cans. The only issue I have with the rattle cans is for like 1 in 350 model, it can take
There's a
up
lot
an
of-
on its own.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of waste in rattle cans too, isn't there?
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's right. That's right. Yeah, it's and mixing is no problem though. I'm basically with Mr. Hobby. I find that if you get your little 30 ml little jar, what I do is I just open it up and then I top it up to the very top with thinners, and then give it a good shake, and that's it. That's ready to go. It's already thinned, and put it aside, and you're done. Problems I have is I hate cleaning my airbrush. It's a real chore. And you can't use the same thinners with Mr. Hobby as you're using with Tamiya to clean your airbrush. They're different paints. One's the acrylic lacquer, but the Mr. Hobby is I don't know if, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's Mr. Hobby's. It's not the same. There's a difference between the X20 thinner for Tamiya and the leveling thinners that you get Mr. Hobby. They're different, because I noticed that if you put the wrong one in to clean your airbrush, it all cakes up thick in the cup, and it's like it goes all gluggy, and it makes it even worse. Then you got to pull your brush a whole brush apart. If you use, I don't know which one it is, but I think it's if you use the Mr. Hobby leveling thinner to clean out your brush after using Tamiya paint, it makes a mess of things. Whereas I think it's the acrylic lacquer thinners, you can clean out whichever paint you use. It just tip it in there, stir it up a little bit. I use the Icky Sticky little brushes they have to get in there, and then spray it out or tip it out, flush it out, and you're right to go next color.
Plastic Monkey said he uses car thinners to clean his airbrush.
Yes, that could be all right. Just got to be careful. I noticed that the seal on my Awada literally fell apart and broke because I got thinner on it. I don't know, remember which thinners it was. I only used those two. But yeah, but fortunately it was the seal that takes the back cover off where your needle comes out. So you don't need the seal on there. So it was okay, but I have to be careful, because if any of the seals down in the front of the brush go, I don't have spare parts over here. I do have a spare needle, but not the seals. So that could be a trouble. As a scale modeling channel, Azaz, how are you, buddy, from New Zealand? Azza. That was a nickname of my son when he was little. They call him Azza. His name's Aaron. Are you Aaron by any chance? Because my son, all his friends when he was little, used to call him Azza.
I'm actually interested in hearing how that nickname came about, because I had a friend named Aaron, but I don't think Aaron is easy to get to give nicknames to, compared to like some other people with certain names that are very easy to give nicknames.
That's right. But yeah, my son Aaron, he was Azza. Yeah, I don't think anyone calls him that anymore. Now he's 20 years old. Oh, here we go. There's something going on. Germany scored 6.
It's they mentioned something in the stream about a game, so that might be from that.
Cricket? Yeah. Oh, Germany played cricket? I didn't know they even played cricket. That's how I don't follow it. Yeah, that's funny. All right. What else we got? The Severin is a whole ship, Peter. Okay. It's the whole ship. All right. I gotcha. Okay. So to hear that, Peter, you don't need any of that crap. Yes, Wayne. Yes. Referring back to Outlaw and Mr. Jason. Yeah.
Nobody.
No. One day I'll tell you the full story, but you'll understand. Yeah. Just yeah. Good luck, Outlaw Paints. That's what I say. Good luck. Should I say it? Yes, I will. You need it. Okay. All right. Moving on. We've got I did a Revell biplane, some blue and yellow trainer thing. The rigging destroyed me. Is there a secret sauce to doing rigging?
Not that I've learned yet. When it comes to rigging, my only advice for that is take your time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say maybe Jason be a better person, since I remember seeing his, I think it was the Gother, either him, and he rigged that up and it looked great.
Oh, that was amazing. Yeah. But look at the time he spent on that too. Like, and how delicate he had to be, like getting the tension in that. I mean, did he use easy line? I don't think he went with the easy line. He went with actual cotton.
I would have to go back and look at the video again, but I'm not sure
Yeah.
what for it.
I don't think he used the easy line. So he had to get the lengths exactly because the stuff he used doesn't stretch. But the problem also, if you use easy line, I found with my models in the past, is that it breaks.
Yeah.
Unless your model is in a case and it's sealed, like protected, if you just got it outside sitting on a shelf or somewhere like that, the dust gets on that and the things will just deteriorate.
Something I'm curious about, because you had asked it while we were off stream, about the worst blunder you could get with a model, carrying it around, drop it. I'm actually quite curious for you what that situation was.
All right. So what I was going to do is and I'll do that so people can answer in chat. I want to hear everybody in chat what your worst model drop is. Come on, you've all dropped something, a model in the past, something's hit the ground. What's your worst case scenario? For me, all right, I know what it was. So I built the HMAS 1350 scale Kitty Hawk, all right? And it was the Trumpeter kit, and it came with the MK photo etch aftermarket, which cost, my God, it cost a fortune, right? The photo etch added 8,000 pieces to the kit, right? Immense. Just the superstructure tower on that aircraft carrier had 800 pieces to it, with all the railings and stuff on it with the photo etch. Anyway, I built the model, no problem. I got it all done. The video series is there, and it's sitting on my shelf. Now, on my shelf, what I decided to do was put mirror backings on the shelf so you could see the other side of the models. Mm-hmm. So I got these sheets of mirrors, and I used some Velcro. Well, not Velcro. It was like a double-sided tape, and I used that at the back of the mirrors to hold them on. And it was 1, 2, 3, about 4 levels, and I had all my models on there. And of course, the 350 Kitty Hawk was almost a meter long, 3 foot long. It took up one shelf, and I'm sitting there, and my balcony door was open, and there was quite a strong wind came up, a storm outside, and the breeze is coming through. It was really nice, actually. It cooled down my apartment. But what happened was the breeze got behind that shelf, and the mirror fell forward on top of my aircraft carrier. Oh, I heard it go crunch. Fortunately, it could have been worse. My father was sitting on the lounge right beside the shelf. He's reached up and grabbed the mirror and held it there, leaning against the aircraft carrier. But by then, a lot of the damage had already been done. It had hit the tower, taken out all that photo etch, and pushed the tower and some of the aircraft onto the floor. Some of the bits of the side of the deck went down onto the floor, and those aerials that stick out the side, those antennas. It was quite a bit of damage. It landed on the floor, but yeah, so I spent 2 days straightening as much photo etch and railing on that as I could. But my heart went, oh my God. And you know what the worst part was? I thought it was my dad's fault. I thought he'd bumped the shelf, and he was holding it there like he'd accidentally bumped it and fallen. but it was the wind that actually done it. He'd saved it from doing more damage than it did. So yeah, that was pretty bad. But yeah, if anybody else has had a disaster similar, let me know in chat, because yeah, I'm sure it's happened. Yeah.
Oh, funny enough, mine was also an aircraft carrier. So, give context, I don't really like building aircraft carriers. Me and aircraft carrier models have a mixed relationship. Sometimes they want to go together, sometimes they don't, especially when it comes to putting the deck on. So the model I built was, I believe it was the Revell CVN
Thanks, Wayne.
Enterprise.
Okay. Yep.
I think that's a 1 in 400 kit.
Yep.
So it's not a small carrier. So I put it in the I have a curio cabinet sitting in the corner of my living room that I keep some of my models in, and I had it on the bottom shelf. So I opened the cabinet to pull the model out to move it so I could clean the shelf off, and I guess the glue that was holding the deck together didn't hold strong enough, because I had it by the edges where the deck connects, and the whole fell apart right then and there.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Look, I was not happy.
I know. There's nothing worse than hearing that crunching sound. You know there's damage has been done. It's like if you step on a cockroach, right, and you hear that crunch, and you're thinking, oh, there's got to be some repair work now. I don't think I've actually dropped a model that I've worked on or any substantial part. I've been very careful.
And almost knocked it off?
What's that?
I said, have you when you're working on a model at your bench, have you bumped it to where it wants to fall off?
Yeah. I've damaged masks and stuff and taken bits off that you can't. Some of the small bits and pieces, even the Yamato. There's so many turrets and guns on that thing. You've got to be so careful where your arms are and what you're reaching through and touching. Rigging on a ship, you easy to do damage. So you've got to be careful there. Hugh's saying X20 is enamel thinner. X20A is acrylic thinner. Mr. Hobby is lacquer thinner. Never mix any of the above. Yeah, okay. Good tip there. And yes, his name is Aaron. Azza is Aaron. There we go. Very good. But you're my age, yes. Okay, yes. Very good. What else we got? Scotland 5-1, Germany. There we go. Okay. Easy Line, someone saying Easy Line's good for rigging. Yeah, it is. Oh, it's great stuff. It's great to use. And it's my number one choice. It just makes it so much easier having it be able to stretch like that, and you get nice tight lines. But yeah, you got to have it covered. Don't let dust accumulate on it over time. It'll just fall apart. And
with the Easy Line, it's just a matter of how you store the model, because you could have it secure in a spot where you are careful and you're cleaning it all the time, but if, say, it's in front of a window, that Easy Line's disintegrating before you know it.
Yeah. Paul Plastic Monkey saying mine was an Italiari man truck. It just fell to pieces. Went in the bin. Yeah. Gosh. Yeah. I've had a few models that almost accidentally fell in the bin. like that. There was one tank that I never finished to this day that I just was so tempted to make it fall in the bin. But
I can't say the whole attempt to fall in the bin. I actually threw it in the bin. It was a old Limburg keg. It was their USS Olympia. I built it. I think I have pictures of it in another Facebook group I'm part of, but that kit scared me of Limburg kits for a while, which is funny considering I have their I think it's not the St. Louis that you see like Heller makes. Well, I think they have that same one, but it's like that little almost something similar to Sovereign of the Seas.
Right. Yep.
Which is a Limburg kit that actually came together very well, but that that Olympia just I tossed it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. 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 We'll see. I won't be tossing these ones for a while. These ones are okay, but yeah, some of them, yeah, tempting. Gary says the Wellington bomber dropped it on the floor and smashed both the props. Ouch. Yeah. I've got a tiled floor here. If something goes down, it's just going to shatter. Carpet would provide a bit of padding. Daryl Master saying using Tamiya panel line on Bandai AT-80 Walker. Oh yeah, and coming in next day to find the leg joints had pretty much melted. Yes, I've heard that. Yeah, the panel line's no good on those Bandai models. So is some of the glues as well. If you're going to glue as well.
Daryl, the thing with the Bandai kit, something I find that I use for them when it's coming to panel liner, they have these things that you can find like at, well, I don't know where you're from, Daryl, but like here in America, we have Hobby Lobbies, and they have this thing. If you're familiar with Bandai, you would know if they're Gunpla kits. They have this little, it's a panel lining pin that you can use. It's pretty much you're having to draw into the panel lines themselves, but it will not melt it. I in fact used it on a few of the Gunpla kits I had, and I also used it on my AMT round 2 1 in 1400 Excelsior, because I didn't know how that old kit would have taken the actual Tamiya panel liner, but that's something you could use for in the future when you Bandai kits.
But wouldn't you also be clear coating as well? Like if you did a clear coat, that's going to protect, like create a barrier there.
I'm not sure. I do not use clear coats.
Okay, because maybe that's probably risky too. But a clear coat will create a barrier between it and the plastic. Even if you weren't going to paint the model, which I'm not familiar with that one, but just a flat clear coat over the whole thing, and then run your panel line. Maybe that's the way too. What's this? Daniel said, I had a roof collapse to an addition. Oh, the entire wall heavied and shot every model onto the floor from every shelf. Oh, geez, yeah. Nothing worse than having a shelf go down. Wow. Yeah. How's Hibbo these days? He was a good modeler. Yeah, he is. But again, he's since he started his new job where he fly in, fly out with the mines now. So he's like so many days on, and then he comes back for 10 days. And then you got to catch up on all the other stuff that you've been away, you couldn't do while you were working. So he's moved into another house in Western Australia now. He's got a model room. He sent me some photos. He's got a model room set up. So he's going to get back into it. He's playing golf. He had his shoulder operated on, and that's all come good. So he's playing golf again. And his cooking channel was quite good too. He used to do some really good cooking stuff as well. So yeah, he needs some motivation, you know. So Hibbo's model bench, yeah, whip over there and comment on whatever his last video was and tell him to hurry up and do some more. Because he's got some ships there that need work, and he's got some models. But I know he's going to get back into it. He just needs a bit of motivation, I think. Hobby Time's there. Hello, Hobby Time. Didn't see you come in, did I? Welcome, buddy. Welcome. Hugh's saying, panel line wash won't melt anything, guys. It's enamel. Yeah, yeah, it is true. It is enamel, so it shouldn't. Maybe it was affecting the glue in another way, or something. You don't glue Bandai, do you? Or not much anyway. Some people will still glue some parts of
And
it.
Bandai kits are pretty much just click, and put together.
Yeah, yeah.
Was it? I think Harry said it best.
Gluing glue creates crappy bonds. That's a very good point. Yeah, especially if you're using CA glue on photo etch. All right, you want to apply the glue the first time and get your piece to sit like railings on a ship, for example. Get it to work the first time, because if you try and put more CA over the top of CA that's already there, you're going to have all sorts of problems. It's not going to. You need to take the glue off that didn't work the first time, completely off, and start fresh. And it's a lot of work. And yeah, don't glue on glue. Don't glue anything to something that's had you've tried to glue before. Take the glue off. That's my tip on that stuff. Yeah. And if you want good CA glue, use Icky Sticky. Oh, I miss that stuff so much over here. I still haven't contacted Monique about that. I need to get some Icky Sticky CA glue over here. It's just crap over here. Well, I'm gone back to the old, Revell contactor, which is fine. It's fine. And then I got Mr. Cement, which is okay. But when you're stuck over here and you got to buy this sort of crap, I mean, this stuff, this is CA glue. It's like water. You try putting water on a surface you're trying to glue. It just runs everywhere, and it's just, not good at all.
I use my tried and tested method. Yeah, you do a slight bit from time to time, but it still works.
That's the one. Icky Sticky. That's it. That's the one. That's my coaster for my. Well, I got coasters everywhere. I need to get some of that. Definitely before I start building that ship, I need to get a package sent over here. So I'll do that. Daryl's saying it does some odd stuff to Bandai, I think, because I got it in the joints. Yeah, the rest of the weathering was fine. Okay. We don't know what plastic does Bandai use. I don't know, but it is a bit different. It's a harder, more brittle, I think.
It can be brittle. But at the same time, it can be hard. With Bandai, I've always seen because I have some of their kits, even they're expensive as crap, but their Star Trek kits, some of their stuff fits together very well. Other stuff, it just seems like it doesn't even want to fit together. You literally have to fight just to get it to stick.
Yeah. See, Paul's he's doing the war spike. He's going to try 0.2 millimeter wire for the rigging. Yeah. It's a tough thing, isn't it? What do you use for the rigging? Jeez, I don't know. Yeah. David's there. Hello, David. Welcome, mate. Welcome. Looks like everyone's saying hello, good. Hobby time. Posca pens, yes. Posca pens in the UK are acrylic. Great for panel lines, plus Windsor and Newton do acrylic markers too. Yeah, I've got Posca pens. I bought them with me. Really good. Great, for painting small stuff. Definitely. I use them. For weathering as well, they're good. Again, hard to get over here. And even though eBay is not, believe it or not, eBay is not a big thing here in Thailand. And I've had all sorts of trouble. My eBay account, I can't log into it. I've been blocked out because they're trying to send in a security notification code to my mobile phone, which you would think, oh, that's fine. And you get the 4-number code, and then you put that in, and then you can log into your eBay account. Problem is, when I set up eBay, it was with my home phone back in Australia, phone number. which I don't have anymore. Now I have a new phone number. And how do you change your phone number on eBay? You got to log in to do that. Right? You got to log into eBay to change your phone number. I can't log into email. I can't log in because they're sending me this verification code to my old number. It's ridiculous. And support on eBay has a phone number that doesn't connect with my Thai phone number here. I can't, as far as it's concerned, the phone number doesn't exist. I can't even read last week I tried to ring the Australian Embassy in Bangkok with their number off the website, and it come up saying that number doesn't exist. There we go, something there. The number doesn't exist. I have all sorts of problems. I did sort out that problem. My passport is actually on its way, a renewed passport, so I'm happy for that. But yeah, so eBay is not a thing. So we have what they call Lazada over here, but the range is completely different. I've bought things off them in the past. They're really good. In fact, my new chair that I'm getting is coming from Lazada. Lazada has the option. Sometimes the seller delivers itself, and they deliver themselves because they're local here in Chiang Mai. So that works out well. So when it gets delivered, I'll pay for it then on the spot. I just pay wave, and it's done. So I've got this beautiful new office gaming chair coming tomorrow, hopefully on Monday. So I'm really looking forward to that because that's another reason why I haven't been modeling is the pain in my shoulder and my back and my neck from working on these chairs is just. I'm really praying that a decent chair is going to fix my problem. I've been down in the pool, swimming every day. Swimming every day in the pool, trying to build up get my flexible and work the muscle. It's like a pin getting stuck in the back of my shoulder blade there. It's terrible. And I know going for a massage out front, I could probably do that, but I think they are only temporary fixes. I need to be sitting properly at the computer and at the bench, and a good chair with the support like this one will help. So there you go. I went way off topic and I've gone way back behind in the chat now.
That does make me curious. eBay's not there pretty much, but what about Amazon? Since I know Amazon's something that's global.
Yeah, Amazon is an option as well. And yes, I can get Amazon here. I've never actually bought anything off Amazon. I do have an account on there. But again, I'm having problems with that now too, because what I'm trying to do with my Scale Modeling channel is do some affiliate marketing with Amazon. So what I want to do is I've set it up. So I've got an Amazon shop front, where what I can do is that if I'm using the Nikon here, I've got the Nikon Z30 camera here that I'm using to video everything. Well, I can go to Amazon, find the Nikon and all the accessories for it, and put all the links into my shop on Amazon and put that shop link into the description of my videos so that anybody watching my YouTube channel can see and go, oh, I want to get that camera, or I want to get those clippers he's using, or I want to get the whatever, I don't know, what is there, like the magnifying glasses, whatever equipment I use here in modeling, I can have on Amazon for people to buy. And the good thing with it is that I get a commission and a small reward for selling on Amazon, but it has no effect on the price itself. It's not like they put the price up 5% because I'm making 5%. They don't. They're giving me 5% because more people are buying the product that wouldn't normally. So affiliate links in Amazon is what I'm working on. Same with my Discovering Thailand channel. I find that putting in Lonely Planet books and tour books and guides and stuff in the description is just another way of generating a bit more income and given the opportunity for people who might want to come out here to, read up on where they're going or buy something related to what the video is about. So yes, Amazon is a good option too. And I set up that account over here on this mobile phone. So they do a similar thing. They send you out a verification code and it does come to my phone and I can log in. No problems. Yeah. What else we got? Can't you get VMS CA, Peter? No, I don't think I can. What is that one? No. There are a couple of shops on Lazada that are hobby related that you can buy. Like I can buy this without a problem, the Revell glue. But I'm sure if I speak to Monique at Icky Sticky, she'll be able to work out a package for me over here. It's just that on their website, when I put in Thailand as a delivery location, it comes up saying not available. But I'm sure that we did speak before I came over here, and she said that if I need a package done, we can do that. So that should be fine. All right, what else we got? Gosh, busy in the comments today. What's this? Tron saying, okay, all. Tron's off for a chicken. Have some chicken for dinner. Very good. And all right, mate. Good one. Thanks, mate. And hopefully we'll see you next week. And like I said, Bandai don't use anything but acrylic. Yep. Okay. And there is Ron. Hello, Ron from Winnipeg.
Hello,
How are you, mate? Just jumping in before you're going to go for a ride, I guess. Your weather looks really nice over there. 27 degrees, a bit cloudy, but looks like it's going to be a nice day. Good on you, mate. Oh, there's Mr. John Marley's in. I must be way behind in chat, I think. G'day to you, mate. Welcome. I'm going to skip through chat quickly. Oh, no, we're almost at the bottom. Good. Everyone say hello to Ron and John. And I'm already down to there. And there we go. Fantastic. All right. Well, look at the time. Been over an hour. God. And for me, who said at the beginning of the stream, I was just talking to you before we went live saying that I had nothing to talk about. And God, I don't think I've shut up. Once I get going, that's the thing when you live alone. Hey, you got to make up for it somehow.
Well, it also helps like when you have something to talk about that you enjoy, be it modeling, music.
That's right.
Once you start talking about that subject, it's easier to start talking about it.
That's right. Yeah. And everybody else gets involved too, and we just keep on going. So that's good. Well, anyway, that's good. Well, all right. Well, I'm going to end things here. Give everybody a couple of minutes in chat to say goodbye to each other. And I'll thank you for coming on again this week. And you're welcome next week as well. I'll put the link in again next week, and we'll see if we get a few more come in. That'd be good. I might give a bit more notice next time. I'll post it in the schedule that we'll invite anyone on. I'll make it on the thumbnail or something to people come and join.
Hopefully Gary
yes. Yes. Hopefully he'll get his problems sorted out. Like I said, if you like you did, you came on a little bit earlier and we made sure everything was all good, audio and everything, and that's a good thing. So there he is. No worries. You're welcome, mate. And I'm also going to say a big thank you to Little History. We're probably a little bit down in numbers. We've got Little History's got his live. I don't know if he's still live or not, but he kicked off at the same time as me. So he actually Terry sent me an email apologizing that he forgot about my live stream, and he set his for the same time. And next week he said he was going to change it to Sunday or something like that. And I said, invited me on, so I'll see what I'm doing. I might be able to jump on his live stream next week, but that's all right. No worries. And we've probably got a few people over watching his live stream as well. All right. Yes, got to go as well. Thank you, mate. Thank you for being on. And all right, that's all good. Everyone's saying goodbye. And I'll drop in next week. Fantastic. Good. All right, man. Thank you. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will promise you I'll have more progress done on this. I have to because I'm up to where I'm up to now. If I don't work on that, I'll have no video. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you all, guys. And we'll see you all next week. And here we go, the jingle to play as we leave.